Hello everybody, welcome to the Sound Test Room. Today we are taking a look at Kauldron synthesizer from Yonac, and we are going to build a retro string machine, you know, like the Selenas and the Elkas and the Logans and all that kind of thing. Very good. Not a difficult patch to make really, but you've got loads and loads of variation options as well. So first of all, I've got one created here, but I'll play that at the end. You just want to initialize the patch, by the way. So, and then you've got that's what you've got. So we're going to use all three oscillators. First oscillator is going to be this saw wave. I'm going to bring the volume up of oscillator 3, and I'm going to put that onto a square wave, and then I'm going to just see what this sounds like. I'll take this down. And I'm going to have that there like that. Okay, but you can, you know, mess around. So now I'm going to set up the envelope here. This is more like an organ type envelope, the initial one. So I'm going to take this attack up. Now this attack 1 and attack 2. Attack 2 is quite fast. And it's got like an exponential slope. This has got more of a linear slope, so we're going to use this, and I'm going to take this right up here. I'm going to take the decay to around where the attack is. I'm going to bring the sustain down to around here. Take the release up. I'm going to bring oscillator 2 in. I'm going to take it up to the same octave, just double click. And I'm going to detune this very slightly. I could detune either or actually, but since I'm going to be using some pulse width modulation, I'm going to leave this for oscillator 3. I'm going to detune this one very slightly, not a lot though. Like that much. I'll set phase reset off. So notice the difference. So phase reset is switched off for that. Now the maximizer, I'm going to actually use a low pass filter as well. So I'm just going to set that around there. Okay, I'm going to take this all the way down in volume, and I'm going to add in maybe 3 or 4 extra voices. Starting to sound really cool, eh? Let's drift some of these, but again, not a lot. Awesome stuff. Lovely, and we haven't done anything else yet, so let's go to our modulation section. LFO1, LFO2, envelope, we'll just use LFO1 because in the old days these old keyboards didn't have much going on. Right, so we're going to have this on continuous, not trigger or shock, continuous. So the LFO isn't going to reset every single time we press a key. So control will be LFO1. That's what we're going to use for our control. We don't need to worry about the modulation because we're not modulating that LFO with anything else. Our target is going to be, if we can find it here, oscillator 2 or oscillator 3 pulse width. And let's slow the rate right down. Okay, last thing we need to do is add some effects in. So it's already sounding very stringy. Definitely some chorus, so and we also want to keep control of this volume. Delay, it's not really necessary, so we won't bother. Reverb. Lovely, and there you go, that is it. I'm going to call this one 1980. Now, of course, we can play around with the filters. Don't really need to worry about having key tracking for a vintage string sound. Now, of course, we could take this right down, and we've got kind of a so now your string machine is done, and it's all down to the envelopes. You must admit that is a lovely sound. Now, if you really want to go, if you really want to get kind of authentic, switch the pink noise on. And when you start to hear it, don't use white. When you start to hear it, back it off a little bit. There you go. They're really easy to do. It's simple. Using 3 oscillators, some filtering stuff, some envelope stuff. The key is your envelope, really. And then, of course, if you can add some effects, add a chorus and a reverb. You can add delays if you want to. In fact, if I was to say, if you added a delay, I would suggest you have the time quite quick. And the feedback quite high, and then it'll act like a bucket brigade delay. Hear that, right? If we put it higher in the mix, you'll hear it better. But super fast delays on this kind of sound. And again, not so much in the mix. Nothing needs to be tempo synced either. You could try a flange. That sounds quite nice. Phasers are good with this as well, but don't have a phaser here with Kauldron, so... Anyway, guys, there you go. Hope you enjoyed the video. Strike the like, subscribe to the channel, become a Patreon. It's really cool if you do that. Anyway, and I will see you later. So yeah, Yonac's Kauldron Synth, marvelous synthesizer. And there we go. And again, it's like playing with the, yeah, a bit brighter. Play with the filters and stuff. And then when you're happy, go in here and you can just click this little button here. And I'll call this one 1980. And there we go, 1980. Now I'll play you my 1975 one, so it'll be very similar. See, 1980 is a lot brighter, 1975 is a lot darker. However, it's only really down to the filters. And I did have some pink noise in that as well, so. And I've got phase reset off on that one. So I might leave that. A tiny bit of FM, look. Okay, brilliant. Top job. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Ta-da.